Start? Okay, so my name is Eleanor, if you don't know me. And I live in Penghu, and I go to Wen L Elementary. So that's the school right there, and then some people from my school. So this is where I live. Just like some beaches and stuff that's like 5 minutes from my house, which is No, I don't live there. That's like a little bit further, but like that beach over there, that's like 5 minutes by bike. It's really close. And that's just a little bit further down. It's quite close. It's really nice. So I was in charge of the 4th grade and 6th grade this past semester, but I'll be changing to 3rd and 5th grade. And then we also did, since we don't deal with the 1st and 2nd graders, we take turns reading them stories. We also do English Village whenever there's like a school that comes and visits us. So that takes like 2 hours up of our time. And then we also go to different schools in like the villages and stuff. So it just depends like if we go there once, or usually we go there like 4 times or something. But it's kind of tiring, but it's nice that they get to see foreign English teachers. And here are the English teachers at my school. We have Iris, Christine, and David, and then Zach, the TDIE, that helps us. So it's pretty helpful to have them in our class as we translate sometimes. For our planning, we have bi-weekly meetings on Mondays, and during this time we usually do like the festivals at our school. So this semester we had Halloween and Christmas, and then events like spelling bees and speaking competitions we discussed during this time. Also, we do like reflections and stuff. And since David and I, we don't teach with the English teachers, we talk about things that they're doing in their classroom, and then just kind of like, we do that, but like extend, yeah. So like if they're talking about food, we would add like more food vocabularies or do different phrases, and so they get more practice. And this is some of our English Village. So basically, like David said, we give them like an envelope with passport, money, and a health insurance card. And it's like taking a trip. But our English Village is also Penghu. So it's really nice because they get to go on like a trip, but then they also have that practice of talking about Penghu in English. So if they do meet a foreigner, they can introduce their town or their island, I guess, which is really nice. So up here we have like the basalt columns and like the ocean and stuff, and down there it's like our water activity place, and they really like taking pictures of little scuba diving things. Okay, and this is just me visiting the other schools. And I visited them like 4 times or something, but I usually just recycle my lessons and just adjust it to their level. So it's not too much preparation, which is nice. And this is just the story time. So the 1st and 2nd graders come to the library, and they get to choose. And I think they get like stamps or something, and they get a prize. I'm not exactly sure, but it's also nice because since we don't work with the 1st and 2nd graders, they get to see us, and so sometimes I'd be just walking around the school and they'll just be like, "Oh, hi teacher," I'm like, "Hi, I don't know who you are, but hi." Okay, so here are the holiday lessons that I did. So this is Halloween, and we made these Rice Krispie things, and they were supposed to be pumpkins, but we didn't have orange, and we had green and red, so we made apples instead, and we just kind of said, apple is fall, and we're making apples. So, but they really enjoyed it. It was hard for us to make, but it was really fun. And this one is Christmas. The older kids got to make cookies, and then for my class, I made these little reindeer crowns. And we had to teach the students how to sing Christmas carols every single day for like a month. And the younger kids didn't really mind in my class, but the older kids really hated it. And their homeroom teachers made them like listen to it and practice every day. And it was funny because David would he would play the music on the loudspeaker during lunchtime. So they were forced to listen to it every day, and it was really funny. So, yeah.
You could hear them like at lunchtime, hear the pastors singing.
Yeah, they would bring their lunches down, and then you would hear some of them just like singing and stuff. It was really funny. But and then we also had to like dance and stuff, but it was pretty fun. So here are some of my lessons. For my 4th graders, I usually just focus on building their vocabulary and practicing simple phrases and sentences. So I like to do a lot of like games with teams or like partner work. So here I have them just like in teams, and they were drawing like emotions and stuff, and I just added a twist by saying like, draw a happy pig, but it didn't really work out because I couldn't tell what they were drawing. And then up here, it's kind of like a matching game, and they really, really love it because it's like a race. So they always try and be the first ones to find it. They'll be like, oh, teacher Ellie, here, look at me. I'm like, I am one person, I cannot go to everyone that fast. But it's also great because the weaker students get help from the stronger students. So it's a nice activity, and I really like doing that. And for my 6th graders, their English speaking ability is really, I think it's quite high. And like I can have conversations with them, or they at least understand what I'm saying. So I was very impressed. And so what I did was I like to focus on things that, activities where they can think more instead of just doing stuff in the book, because that's really easy for them. And so in the beginning of the year, they were learning countries. And so I just took like a month or a month and a half for them to do like research, I guess. So they each had a country, and then they had to do like a presentation like that. And that was the first thing that I did, and I learned that I really had to prepare more, like help them, give them like an outline, sentence outline, so that they know what to look for, or they know what to say. So that was a big learning thing for me. And then we also did a cultural exchange, which was pretty cool. And what they did was they got to pick their topic, and then they would just write stuff by themselves. So here's one of their videos that I took. And this one is about food from
Hello, my name is Charles. Hello, my name is Katie. Hello, my name is Peter. Hello, my name is Cheryl. We are going to introduce about food. Today I will introduce crackers ice cream. Inside the crackers is a red food. We turn it sugar, and it is salt. It is good to eat, and everyone likes it. And you can try it. See, it is very salty. It is very Bye-bye.
So for that, I basically just gave them like a sentence that they can fill in the blanks, but if they wanted to, they can make up their own sentence. So like the girl, the only girl there, she really wanted to write a lot, which I was quite surprised. She's not one of the stronger students, but she tries hard, and so it impressed me a lot that she wanted to keep writing. So yeah. So the highlights are my students, coworkers, cultural experiences, and of course the beach. And some difficulties would just be like miscommunications that happen in the office, and there's not really any public transportation, so I get to ride my bike everywhere, but that's all right. But yeah, so that's my presentation.
It's the second, so yeah, that means she's done. All right.